Welcome to today's presentation on the strategy paradox, a concept that challenges traditional notions of success and failure in business and beyond. At the heart of this idea is the notion that what made you successful in the past may not be what makes you successful in the future. This is a challenging and thought-provoking concept that requires us to rethink our assumptions about success and failure. To help us explore this concept, we will be drawing on the work of Michael E. Raynor, author of the book, The Strategy Paradox: Why Committing to Success Leads to Failure, and What to Do About It. Raynor's book provides a fascinating and insightful look at how businesses and individuals can avoid falling into the trap of the strategy paradox and achieve long-term success. The strategy paradox is a concept that challenges traditional notions of success in business and life. It suggests that the very strategies that lead to success in the short term can often be the same ones that lead to failure in the long term. This paradox arises because as strategies become more successful, they attract imitators who copy the strategy, leading to diminishing returns and eventually failure. Understanding the strategy paradox is crucial for businesses and individuals alike because it highlights the need for continuous adaptation and innovation. By recognizing that success is not a fixed state but rather a dynamic process, we can avoid becoming complacent and falling victim to the paradox. Instead, we can embrace change and constantly seek new ways to create value and stay ahead of the competition. The traditional formula for success is simple: set a goal, make a plan, and work hard. This approach has been championed by motivational speakers, self-help gurus, and successful businesspeople for decades. However, while this formula may work in the short term, it can often lead to failure in the long run. Why? Because it assumes that the future will be like the past, that the world is predictable and controllable, and that success is solely the result of individual effort and talent. In reality, the world is complex, uncertain, and constantly changing. The future is unpredictable, and success is often the result of luck, timing, and external factors beyond our control. By focusing too much on our own goals and plans, we may miss important opportunities or fail to adapt to changing circumstances. We may also become so obsessed with success that we neglect our health, relationships, and personal well-being. In short, the success formula can be a recipe for stress, burnout, and disappointment. The traditional formula for success is to identify a winning strategy, execute it flawlessly, and then defend it against competitors. However, Michael E. Raynor argues that this approach can lead to failure in the long run. The reason is that strategies are not static. They must evolve over time as circumstances change. If a company or individual becomes too attached to their current strategy, they may miss out on opportunities or fail to adapt to new challenges. Raynor proposes an alternative formula for success that involves continuous experimentation and learning. Instead of trying to predict the future and develop a perfect strategy, companies and individuals should focus on testing hypotheses and gathering feedback. By embracing uncertainty and being willing to pivot when necessary, they can increase their chances of long-term success. One example of a company that fell victim to the strategy paradox is Blockbuster. The company was once a dominant force in the video rental industry, but failed to adapt to the changing landscape of digital streaming services. Blockbuster's traditional formula for success, focusing on maximizing profits from physical store locations, ultimately led to its downfall. Another example is Kodak, which was once a leader in the photography industry. However, the company failed to recognize the potential of digital photography and clung to its traditional formula for success, selling film and cameras. By the time Kodak tried to pivot towards digital, it was too late and the company filed for bankruptcy in 2012. In conclusion, we have explored the concept of the strategy paradox and how it relates to traditional approaches to success. We have seen that while these approaches may work in the short term, they often lead to failure in the long run. Michael E. Raynor proposes an alternative formula for success that focuses on balancing risk and reward. This approach takes into account the unique circumstances of each situation and allows for flexibility and adaptation over time. It is important for businesses and individuals alike to understand the implications of the strategy paradox and to consider adopting Raynor's approach in order to achieve sustainable success. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.